Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash at the garage, where badge hype gets tossed into trunk, spec sheet worship gets unplugged, and what we're left with is raw, unfiltered driving truth. If you're new here, this is your pit stop for no BS car reviews, where the only thing that matters is how a vehicle makes you feel when the rubber hits the road. Exterior. Today, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most talked about EVs on the market, the 2026 Tesla Model Y. Tesla's best-selling crossover has just received a significant refresh, and while the changes may not scream for attention at first glance, there's a lot going on under the skin. Let's break it all down and see whether this evolution is worth your hard-earned charge. Pulling up from the front, the 2026 Model Y keeps the same basic silhouette that's made it a global hit, but with some subtle tweaks that clean up and modernize the look. The headlights are slimmer now, borrowing cues from the updated Model 3A, or as Tesla calls it, the Highland refresh. They give the face a sharper, more aggressive stare. The front bumper has also been reshaped for improved aerodynamics and reduced drag, which Tesla claims helps stretch the range even further. There's no grille, of course, because, well, it doesn't need one, but the new lines around the nose add a bit more definition and purpose to the design. It's still instantly recognizable as a Tesla, but there's a maturity to this version that makes the older models feel a little dated now. It's like Tesla's Model Y hit the gym and got laser eye surgery. Still understated, but now sharper and more efficient. Swing around to the side, and the familiar coupe-like profile remains intact. The flush door handles are back, doing their part to keep things sleek and slippery through the air. The 2026 model now comes with newly designed aero wheels, available in both 19-inch and 20-inch variants. The wheels don't just look clean, they help with efficiency and ride comfort, too. And if you opt for the performance trim, you're looking at a set of sporty Uber turbine wheels that hint at what's lurking underneath. There are also some new trim finishes and subtle design cues that vary depending on your configuration, like blacked-out window surrounds, a revised lower sill, and a slightly lowered stance for improved handling and aesthetics. Tesla didn't reinvent the side profile, but they did refine it, and it shows. Out back, Tesla's made some minor but noticeable adjustments. The taillights now feature a new lighting signature, with the more futuristic, horizontal bar-like setup that ties the rear end together nicely, especially at night. The rear bumper has also been reshaped slightly for better airflow and a cleaner look, and the rear glass now blends more seamlessly into the roof line. It's a tighter, more cohesive design overall. Still minimalist, still unmistakably Tesla, but just a bit more premium feeling. Interior. Now, stepping inside is where Tesla's design philosophy really shows its teeth. If you've been in a Tesla before, you know what to expect, but that doesn't mean this cabin isn't worth talking about. The first thing you'll notice is how eerily calm everything feels. There's still no gauge cluster in front of the driver, no clutter of buttons or switches, and almost everything is still controlled through the massive 15-inch center touchscreen. But the 2026 Model Y has stepped things up in materials and build quality. Soft-touch synthetic leather covers the seats, dash, and doors, and the trim now includes options for real aluminum or sustainable wood. Ambient lighting now runs subtly through the cabin, giving it a more upscale vibe, especially during night drives. The steering wheel is now a slightly redesigned, more ergonomic version of the Model 3's new layout. It's still round, thankfully, and houses capacitive touch buttons. There's also an improved sound system that packs real punch, along with upgraded microphones for clearer voice commands and better in-car calls. In the rear, passengers now get an 8-inch display mounted on the back of the center console, which controls climate, media, and even some entertainment features. It's a small but much welcome touch, especially for families or ride-share drivers. Legroom remains generous thanks to the flat floor, and the rear seats fold down flat to open up a ton of cargo space. We're talking over 70 cubic feet with the seats down, easily one of the roomiest EV crossovers in its class. Performance is where things get spicy, and quiet. The base rear-wheel drive version offers solid range and smooth, linear power delivery, good for casual commuters and light-duty family hauling. It's not going to snap your neck, but it'll get out of its own way easily. Step up to the long-range dual-motor AWD, and things start to move. Tesla claims a 0-60 miles per hour time in the low 4-second range, with over 330 miles of range on a full charge. That's plenty quick for your average crossover, and that torque hits instantly, as always with EVs. But if you want to go full Tesla lunatic mode, there's the performance variant: dual motors, stiffer suspension, bigger brakes, and a 0-60 time of just 3.5 seconds. That puts it squarely in hot hatch territory, while still being able to haul 5 passengers and all their gear. It's not a corner-carving machine like a Porsche Macan, but it grips surprisingly well thanks to its low center of gravity and precise throttle control. And because it's electric, all that power is delivered smoothly and silently, like a spaceship doing a burnout. One of the biggest updates for 2026 is ride quality. Tesla's tweaked the suspension to better soak up road imperfections without going soft. The result: a more comfortable ride across all trims, without sacrificing the sharp, responsive feel that early adopters loved. It's a small but critical improvement, and one that makes this refresh feel genuinely more refined. Range and charging remain major selling points. Depending on your trim and wheel setup, you're looking at anywhere from 260 to 330 plus miles on a full charge. And thanks to Tesla's ever-growing supercharger network and recent compatibility expansion to non-Tesla EVs, finding a fast charge on the road is easier than ever. Plug in, stretch your legs, grab a coffee, and you're back on the road with another couple hundred miles in the bank in 25 minutes. Pricing for the 2026 Tesla Model Y varies depending on which flavor you go with. The base RWD model starts around $44,990, while the long-range AWD version bumps that up to about $49,990. Go full tilt with the performance trim, and you're looking at just under $56,000 before incentives. Not cheap, but competitive given the tech, range, and performance packed into this package. Of course, those numbers can climb fast once you start adding options like full self-driving capability, premium paint, or upgraded interiors. And yes, FSD still costs a steep $12,000 as of this review. Whether it's worth it, that's another video entirely. So, is the 2026 Tesla Model Y still the king of the electric crossover jungle? Honestly, yeah, for most people, it absolutely is. It may not have the badge luxury of a BMW X3 or the off-road chops of a Rivian R2, but it strikes a perfect balance of practicality, performance, and efficiency that keeps it sitting comfortably at the top of the pack. Tesla hasn't reinvented the wheel here, but they've polished it, and in doing so, they've kept the Model Y not just relevant, but ahead of the curve. This is the kind of update that doesn't just change how a car looks, it changes how it feels. And that, at the end of the day, is what separates good cars from great ones. Thanks for riding along with Car Flash, where we strip away the hype, take cars for what they really are, and tell you the truth from the driver's seat. If this video helped you out or gave you a clearer picture of the 2026 Model Y, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let us know in the comments what we should put to the test next. Until next time, keep your hands on the wheel, your foot to the floor, and your mind wide open.